Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? It is Wednesday. So glad you guys are back with me tonight. What a great day. Fantastic, huh? It was a gorgeous weather here again today. I think we are going to be getting a blizzard in a couple of days, but hey, at least we were able to enjoy the 60s and 70s that we've had lately. So if you're in the Midwest like I am. Anyway, did you guys get a chance to read that article I posted? I am like so in awe. I had answered these questions for Reader's Digest at least 6 months ago, possibly even, well, no, it's about 6 months ago. I just followed up today with my publicist and I said, hey, is there any information on the Reader's Digest? And she writes back, and she was very nice, and she said, I have not heard from anything from them, but I will follow up. And all of a sudden, I start getting these pings that this article is posted on my behalf, and I'm like, well, what's going on here? And here it was, the Reader's Digest article. So really, fortune is in the follow-up. And that's what we need to do, is keep following up. I don't know if I would have, hey, Nicolene, how are you doing? I don't know if I would have followed up for a while. It just popped in my head, and I did follow up back in January, and I knew I needed to follow up because I was trying to do it once a month. And all of a sudden, here it is. So I want to read you guys what it is that I wrote in. And it's Reader's Digest, and it's kind of funny. I actually remember my mom and dad reading Reader's Digest when I was a kid. My dad actually kind of read it a lot in the bathroom, but it's just like, and now I'm quoted in Reader's Digest. So it's a 56 secrets life coaches won't tell you for free. And mine is, sorry, you don't need every person to like you, just the right person. Hey, Jocelyn. So most of my clients, because I am a coach, I am, hey Troy, hey Joss, hey, how you doing? So I am a coach. I teach people how to start businesses, and then I also am a life coach. So many of my clients feel like they have to please or appeal to everyone, but that's just not the case. I try and teach them to pick a niche, and then the niche can make you rich. Thank you, Nicolene. The more you narrow your niche and work, the better off you're going to be, the more knowledge you will possess. People should not try to know everything. Once you know your niche, then pick others who will help offset your talents. Gather a team around you, and you'll be able to refer out services you don't do. And that is exactly what I did often when I was in my virtual assistant business. When I first started my business, I wanted to be the answer to everybody's dreams for work. And I just knew after a while, that's right, your niche will make you rich. But I couldn't do it. So I niched down my market. I niched down my clientele. And I had learned social media so well that my niche was baby boomers who needed social media work. And to this day, I still work with baby boomers who need social media work. So niche it down. Thank you, Troy. But niche down your market, who you're working with. Doesn't matter what type of business you're in. Niche it down. And what I mean by niche is find an age frame. Are you working with 20-year-olds? Are you working with 30-year-olds? Are you working with 30 to 60-year-olds? What is it? Who is that age group you're looking for? Okay? Hey, Liz, how you doing? Look at that age group you're looking for. So I basically look for 30 to 65-year-olds, basically. Now, that's not all baby boomers, but I've also found that the younger ones are also wanting to learn how to start a business. So that's just with my social media. The younger ones, they know how to do social media. They're good at it. And I applaud you guys for doing it because that's what you grow up on. So for my coaching business, it's really 30 to 65-year-olds, people who are starting. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can still start a business. I was talking with a lady today that she's almost 70 and she's going to start another business. Well, God bless her. I love it. Well, why not? Go for it. That's what I say. You're never too old. You're never too young. I mean, I know kids who are, when I had my little neighbor girl on the other day. Sorry, my dog wants out. She started selling cookies and lemonades and stuff last year, and she was 10. So, it doesn't matter. Anyway, niche down your market. Niche your age group that you really want to work with. And then, do you want to work with males? Do you want to work with females? What's their money? How much money do they make? Is it 0 to 50,000? Is it 50,000 to 100,000? 100,000 and above? But really niche down how much money they make. And then start describing that person you want to work with. Describe their features. Are they short? Are they tall? Do they have long hair? Do they have short hair? What is it that they have that you want to work with? And then I would also niche down how many of them you want to work with. So if you want to work with 50-some-year-old women who are tall, dark-haired, are professionals. Hey, Melissa, are professionals, work out in the professional field, but they want to start a business. Or maybe they need a website done, and you want to help them with their website. Or you have, you're in the network marketing community, and you want them to buy your product. Okay, well, niche down who you're working with. Or you sell baked goods like Melissa does. So you niche down who you're working with, what kind of income they have, where they're working at, what they're doing. Do they already have a business? Who knows? You know, if they're out working in the corporate world, but they want to start a business. Those are the type of things, and you want to get it so niched down, and then you go after them, people. You go after that clientele. You look for them on Facebook. You look for them on Twitter. You look for them on LinkedIn. You go out and you start networking in your community, and you start looking for them, and you will find them. Because once you niche down, your niche will make you rich. And my mentor and business coach taught me that. She taught me that years ago, that your niche will make you rich. And the more you niche it, the richer you're going to become. And it really does work. Because the more you niche it, the richer you're going to become. Just remember that. And niche it down to, I don't care what size they are, but what size do you want to work with? What size people are they? How many kids do they have? What kind of house do they live in? What kind of car do they drive? Seriously, I know that maybe sound mundane, but you have to niche it down. And then go after them and follow up with them. Follow up is where you're going to get your money from. Because most people aren't going to say yes on the first try. Most people are going to take you to contact them 3, 4, 5 times. So you need to really, really, really go after that. Liz. So are you stuck to a niche? Can you build one niche? Yes, you can. Most certainly can do that. So if you're over here working with this niche over here, and maybe it's working, maybe it's not. But that's okay, because then you can, or you have a different product or a service that you're going to sell, then you go over and niche this product or service over here. So like for me, when I do my social media marketing, it is baby boomers. Okay? Baby boomers are basically people right now who are about 52, 53 and above, who need help on, basically what I'm working on with now is Facebook and Twitter. So that's my niche. And then for my coaching services, it's women from 30 to 65 who need help starting a business. They're professional women, they're out there working right now, and they want to start an at-home business. That's what I'm good at, that's what I do. So they're making now $50,000 and above. They are in the getting to the point that they don't have children, or their children are grown up and they're getting to that empty nest stage, and they want to be able to do something that is going to create better opportunities for them and more income for them. So like I said, I talked to this lady today, almost 70. She's going to start a new business. It's really exciting. She's really good on the computer. She's really good on the keyboard, and she knows more than maybe even I know. But she's really good on it, and she's going to be a great virtual assistant because I'm teaching her how to become a virtual assistant. So proud of her for that. Those are the type of things you really need to niche down. You need to niche down your market and then go after those niches. And what I would do is I would stick with one niche first, and once you go after that group of people, then you can start over here and go for this group of people. Because what happens is it gets too confusing. So start over here with this group, really work it, send out, I would get a database going, I would get newsletters sent out to them, I would just get things going with them, and then once you get this group going, then you can always start over here. And that's just multiple streams of income. That's what I love multiple streams of income. But you also don't wear yourself too thin. Start hiring people to join your team that can help you. Because it's always good to have a team around you that will support you and help you and guide you. And you can't make it on your own. So trust me, I've tried. I've tried many times to make it on my own. So, but it didn't work very well. And so I've learned now, I even have a lawyer on my team. I have my bookkeeper and my tax person. And so I'm just really going, now I'm looking for a CPA, which I think I have now. So yeah, so you just have to have that full team around you. But to start off with, find your niche. Find your niche, find your niche, find your niche. And really to the point that you know exactly the person you're going after. It doesn't matter if it's male, female, it doesn't matter, but whatever matters to you and your business and what you're doing is who you need to go after. So any other questions for me today? Thank you, Nicolene. Yes, the Reader's Digest thing has been great. Again, it was being a published author, you just never know the opportunities that are going to arise. And networking. The more you network, the more you're going to find your niche market. Networking is all about getting out there and going. I went to a meeting today. It's called 1 Million Cups. It was free. I like free, but it's really good to be able to get your name out there and for people to recognize you more and more. And even if they don't know your service or they don't need your service or product that you're selling, they might know other people that do. And the more you're in front of them, the better it is. So, and then they're going to recognize you and they're going to start referring people to you. And again, tell them your niche. And Liz, you did a great job of doing your 30-second speech, and I appreciate you putting that out there. I would just get more concrete, again, that niche, especially with your 30-second speech. The more you niche it and the more you can help answer people's problems, the better off it's going to be. When I was a full-time virtual assistant, all I had to say was, when people say, what do you do for a living? I'd say, I'm a virtual assistant. And that's it. That's all I had to say. And they're kind of giving me that weird look. And then I went into my 30-second speech. So if you can give them kind of a tagline that made them kind of question, and it's good. You want them to ask you questions. You want them to interact with you that way. Because if they're asking questions, they're interested. They might not act all that interested, but they are because they're asking you questions. So if they weren't interested, they would just walk away. So I like to engage the people. I like to engage people I'm talking to. And then, of course, as I always say, I like to find out about them too. So it really does work both ways. So yeah, niche it down, niche it down, niche it down, and then fortune is in the follow-up. You need to follow up once you find your people, or once you find a potential client, really follow up with them. Again, I followed up with this Reader's Digest thing today with my publicist, and look, lo and behold, there it is. Because they had forgotten to email them the copy, and they got back to her within like an hour. So, and all of a sudden, like I said, I saw these pins or posts going up from my publisher about it, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? I didn't even know anything about it. She just told me, excuse me, that she was going after, was going to go email them. I have my Hollywood cup. I love, love, love my Hollywood cup. So the fortune is in the follow-up. If I wouldn't have followed up today, who knows when I would have gotten that article back. So yeah, it's exciting. It's very, very exciting. What excites you guys? How are you going to do that? Who are you going to go after? Write down your niche market. Write down who you're going to go after. Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? Thanks for joining us too, Marilyn. I know it's later out there for you. So, yay, I know you made it. That's awesome. It was a great video tonight too. You'll have to go back and listen to it. But I'm drinking my tea in my Hollywood cup. Can't wait to go back to Hollywood someday. We're just there in October, Troy and I. Cannot wait to go back. It's not the prettiest, I didn't think, but my dreams and aspirations are to be back there. So, also to be back to New York and some other places, which that's coming up shortly as well. So I have some great travel coming up in the future, which I'm excited about. But seriously, going back to the other, your niche, your niche, your niche. Niche it down, and then you're going to be able to find the kind of people that you want to work with in your business. And I have really found that. And when I wrote my book, Go For It, A Woman's Guide to Perseverance, that's exactly what my publisher had me do. He had me write down who my niche market was going to be. And at first I didn't know. I mean, the book took on so many different life forms during the writing of it, but I didn't know. But the more I sat and the more I thought about it, the more I brainstormed about it, the more I realized that I want to work with women who want to open up their own businesses and who want to start a business. And it really has been, I'm an empowerment coach. I empower people to dream bigger, bolder, brighter, and stronger so they can build themselves up. And I love that. Be it opening up a business, be it just in their lives. But I'm an empowerment coach, and I love that because I like to feel empowered and I like to give empowerment. So if you can give that a lot of energy like that to your business, see how far you can go. See how far you can make it in this life. There you go, Marilyn. Your niche market is people desiring natural healing. And I personally think more people should desire natural healing. Because it's just, I don't like medication. I'm just telling you, I don't like it. So I really think, hey, Sandra, I talked about you, Sandra, last night on my live tweet, on my live Facebook live for Sandra, and I'm just going to divert the attention just a little bit. Sandra and I had an excellent show again last night, and I'll post it tonight now. I'm sorry I didn't get that done earlier because, but I talked about it last night on the Facebook live. We had an excellent show yesterday morning. Sandra is the light. She gives light. She finds people's light. And she wants you to shine within yourself as well. And she wants to give you light. So definitely go back and listen to our show from yesterday, and you will find awesome things. And Sandra, her book will be on there as well. So Sandra, if you want to type in your book name, that would be great. I gotta let my dog in. That would be awesome. So yeah, type in your book name and that, so it's in this, and I think I did it in last night's too. But all right, Marilyn, there are spices in my pantry you can use. You might have to let me know what kind of spices those are, because I don't use a lot of spice. But I do have a friend that I might refer to you, Marilyn, just because she's got a lot of issues going on. So yeah, so find your niche. Find your niche, find your niche, find your niche. Sandra has her niche. She's finding the light within people and finding the light. Her photography, beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's I can't wait to get her book. She sent it to me. So it's having a brain. Sandra, go ahead and type in your book name. But everybody should go get that because it's great. And like I said, when I was writing my book, go for it. My publisher, I mean, it took me a long time to really figure out what kind of niche I wanted to go after. But the more time you can spend doing that, the less time you have to deal with it later. And as much, I'm one of those people that likes to dive in and then figure things out later. And what I'm really learning, and it takes me a while, I'm just telling you, it takes me a while, but what I'm really learning is I have to step back and thank you, Sandra, light changes everything. I didn't want to say it wrong. The most powerful tool to a photographer and for a radiant life. She is great, you guys. The pictures are just, it's absolutely beautiful. But you have to pull back the reins, and you really have to get all your ducks in a row before you move forward. And once you can do that, it really does work awesome. I'm not the best at it always. I just want to, hey Brad, how you doing? I just really want to move forward all the time. But I really have to figure out what I want, and I've done that. And a lot of times I do that a lot during the day. I'm constantly strategizing. I'm constantly writing down goals and dreams and different things I want to do. So yeah, it really is, it's worthwhile if you niche down your market. So niche down your market and then follow up with your market, because your fortune's also in your follow-up. So your niche will make you rich, and your fortune's in your follow-up. If you just keep that by your desk all the time or by your phone, wherever you're making the contacts at, that will help you make those phone calls. And that'll help you figure out what kind of clientele you're working at for your business. Because we all need to figure out, we can't adhere to everybody. We want to, I know, but we can't. So you really have to niche it down and figure out exactly who you're working with. And Sandra, I will go ahead and post our talk from last night. I already posted in my business page. My business page is Joe Hosman, author, speaker, and coach. So if you haven't liked the page, I'd appreciate if you go over and like that page. But I will go ahead and post it in this group and then also on my home page. So if you could post it as well, Sandra, that would be great. Sandra and I, like I said, we had a fantastic talk yesterday on my live radio show. Have had a ton of listeners. My live radio show is heard in 18 different countries and have had close to 20,000 downloads now. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that. Love my show. Love my radio. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any other questions, I'm looking over here at my computer while I'm watching the phone too, just in case I've missed anything. But I appreciate you all for always joining me every night, and I appreciate every one of you. So remember, you are stronger than what you give yourself credit for. So go forth and be great. Be great today, be great always. And just know that no matter what you do, give it your best. Niche down that market. Niche it, niche it, niche it. If you have questions what niche means, let me know, because I will certainly let you know. And also, fortune is in the follow-up. All right? You guys have a great night. God bless. I will talk to you tomorrow night.